So what we have here in front of us today is the M&P 22. It's manufactured in Germany by our partners, Walther. It was a joint project between Smith & Wesson and Walther to develop a 22 caliber that was modeled after the M&P. So it has some unique features to this gun, but it carries a lot of the size and the dimensions of the M&P. So the overall profile of the gun is exactly the same as an M&P. It will work with any M&P holster. For that reason, it's had a lot of interest from the LE side as a training gun for some of the new recruits and cadets. It does come with a reversible mag catch, just like a regular M&P would. Can come with a standard model is with a 12-round magazine, but it can come with a 10 for those people that require it. It is hammer fired as opposed to striker fired. It is a one-piece aluminum slide with sights that are very similar to an M&P. And the only other option I forgot to mention was it does have a threaded barrel. It's very popular right now, particularly with the P22 and some of the other 22 rifles or 22 handguns that are out there. So this one also has that as well.
I'm holding a new VTAC M&P. This one happens to be in a 40 caliber. It's also available in a 9mm. A couple things that are new. This is the first time that the Brown's been offered on a 40 cal or 9mm frame, except for the 45 we've had. Also with a vapor deposition or PVD finish on top of the slide. Something else that's unique, if you can see it, is a set of sights that were developed in collaboration with Kyle Lamb from VTAC. And the sights have two dots. So at the top of the sight you have a fiber optic for daytime, and at the lower position on the sight you have a tritium. The tritium has a black outline so it doesn't stand out in daytime, but when you do go into a dark room or something with reduced light, the tritium does pop out, which gives you your visibility on your sights. So this is something we'll be introducing here in a couple months, or be available in a couple months, being introduced as SHOT, and have to be sure to check it out.
My name's John Bailey. I'm the product manager for L3 Communications EOTech. We're here at the 2011 SHOT Show. We have some new products. Basically, L3 Communications owns EOTech, Insight, and Electro-Optical Systems. It's a night vision company. We're all together now as a commercial business unit, so we have a couple new products out. First of all, the EOTech products, the new EXPS-3 in tan is the same sight that we were just awarded the contract for SOCOM. So they are now running this as their close quarter combat optic. They're also buying as an accessory the 3-power magnifier that has the flip away capability to go from 1x to 3x. As far as Insight, Insight won the contract for the new VBL. It's both a white light and an IR light. It has 3 different mounting situations, a fixed mount, a rotational rail grabber, and then also we sell it as a handheld. Very slick, 200 lumens, very bright. As for more of the commercial use, Insight has come out with what they call the WL1 AA. It's the first weapon light offered in AA batteries. They're still able to keep the same compact design, red laser, 150 lumens, brand new.
First off, my name is Kevin Miller. I'm with TAPCO Incorporated. First off, just want to cover some of the basic products. TAPCO is an umbrella company as far as the 2 different brands that we come out with. This is the Timbersmith line. It's an all US made wood product. Covers over the sporting side as well as some of the law enforcement applications. All American made. We have the laminate series for the AK. We got it available in black and brown. It's really, we started out with making mostly compliant parts for the AK family, but in doing so, everybody wanted wood to give that original look. It's gone far beyond just trying to come up with a compliance part and coming up with some really impressive wood products here. We have the premium red, the standard American hardwood, and then the black laminate. Simple bolt-on replacements, but it gives you 3 US compliant parts and it really enhances the weapon. Some even have tagged this one the Shadow Warrior because of the black-gray look on it. We've also had an opportunity to look into the SKS market as well with the thumb hole series. We have a Monte Carlo style as well as a thumb hole sporter stock. Totally transforms the SKS from just a simple, back of the safe kind of firearm to something that's truly comfortable and can make it into a really beautiful weapon. We got some other models here just to show the capabilities of the wood design. I'll take you over here and show you a little bit on the tactical side as well. And going back over on the tactical side of it, where Tapco's been mostly known for is the composite side as well as some of the metal machining products. The Interfuse line covers everything as far as the tactical composite side, whereas the Timbersmith was the wood stocks and the premium stocks. Covering on the AR side of the house, we do a lot of OEM business with different manufacturers, but we also do a lot of products under our own name. For the AR platform, we have our composite handguard assembly. This is with the rails fully covered. What's nice about that is we wanted to design something that had everything you needed. If you didn't want rails, you leave all the covers on and you don't have to worry about it. However, if you wanted to run a rail setup, simply remove the covers. You can attach a Picatinny rail or any type of Picatinny device in the bottom, such as a vertical grip or bipod, and you also have light mounts on the side. We have our Tapco 30-round magazine, our short vertical grip, saw pistol grip, as well as our buttstock assemblies. Now we manufacture those in both the commercial spec as well as the mil spec as well. The mil spec tubes are the true 70-75 impact extruded tubes, and the commercials are the 60-61s. But what's nice about this is, including the rail covers, everything there's so many traditional AR builders out there now who build just very, or limited budgets. Everybody bought that first AR rifle, plain Jane, simple out of the gate, and this gives you a chance to kind of make it your rifle, let it fit you and fit your mission. On the AK series, same way. Everybody had that basic Wasser standard AK, and using that as a base model, you can attach different handguard assemblies, such as our base one that has the Picatinny rail covered, up to a quad rail variant. Short vertical grip actually came out due to the way you have to ratchet the AK magazine. It gives you a little bit more clearance. You have your saw style grip, your original grips, and the three different basic buttstocks that we have available are the folding, the M4 T6 style, and the original style. Gives you a lot of different capabilities in that. We've also come up with a razor style break this year. Very aggressive, very sharp point on there, both as an impact weapon as well as a very effective break for the weapon. Just covering briefly the Sega series, those have come on strong for both the sporting arms as well as a lot of crossover into law enforcement. What we've done is, for those who don't want to necessarily do the complete modification of moving the trigger assembly forward into its original spot, we have a bolt-on Sega stock kit. It's a real individual user. Just pop the sporting stock off and you have a pistol grip stock that you can bolt into place, as well as a railed handguard in the front. Ruger series, we have the Mini 14 variant. Works on everything above the Series 180. Gives it a law enforcement applications. A lot of those still in law enforcement hands, so this gives you a capability to have the Picatinny rail set up. Makes it a little bit more modular, allows to fit the individual user. We also have the 1022 variant. This is a heavy barrel model. Fits both the standard and the heavy barrels. Quad rail and a 6-position adjustable buttstock on there. And all Tapco products are made in the three basic colors: the dark earth, the black, and the olive drab. Try to cover down everything on there, and here you can see the olive drab color here on the SKS. Covering the SKS family, we have both the short truck gun adapter on the back here, just making a very small platform here to fit in anywhere. It has the rail for mounting the vertical grip on front, and also has the optics rail on top, and our proven 20-round magazine inside the weapon as well. This is our model that has a solid bottom, and then we also have some that are cut for bayonets. Basically with the SKS, it's the weapon that everybody had in the back of the safe. They've shot it, it's low cost. This gives you the capability to have it 6-position adjustable stock, makes it comfortable and makes it more attractive. We also have some shotgun accessories as well. Our new forearm assembly has a Picatinny rail on the bottom, allows you to put a vertical grip or a light, whichever is going to enhance the shotgun for your particular mission. We also have a 6-position adjustable buttstock. A lot of new products coming out in the future. We have different things that are going to be released throughout the year, but obviously with Tactical Life we try to keep everybody in tune, and you've worked really well for us.
Thank you.
This is the new Leupold Mark 8 1.1 to 8 by 24. This rifle scope's designed to basically handle any situation from close quarter battle all the way out to intermediate to long range, probably 800 meters or so. It's got a host of innovative features for us. The biggest probably is the 8x zoom range. Starts out at 1.1, goes all the way to 8. It's got a front focal plane reticle. The detail in the reticle actually increases as you increase magnification. So on 1 power, you're dealing with a very basic reticle that's easy to acquire targets with. On 8, you get holdover points and things like that. It's got pinch and turn, locking, windage and elevation dials. It's got an 8-position rheostat for illumination. 34mm main tube. Very scratch resistant lenses. It uses our Diamond Coat 2 system. Very high light transmission. It's balance coated throughout so that it provides real good contrast and clarity. Right now these are finding some favor with some small groups in the United States military. We've been shipping them now for a little bit, and they're available in limited amounts on the commercial market. So we're really excited about this product, and I think it's gaining a lot of traction in the tactical area. This is the Hammer high accuracy multi-range rifle scope. It's an interesting combination of a 4-power optic with a Delta Point red dot reflex sight on top. So you get kind of the best of both worlds. With 4-power, you get the discrimination you need to shoot a little bit longer distances. It uses a CMR squared reticle, which is a reticle that's proprietary to us. It's an open horseshoe with holdover points, so you can engage targets out to 400, 500, 600 meters, some situations. And then on top, both eyes open, instinctive fire is very easy with the Delta Point. So it's a very rugged product. Again, very scratch resistant lenses, windage and elevation adjustments, multi-position rheostat with hard off settings between the ons. It's powered by a coin cell battery for good battery life. It's just a great product. Again, we're really excited about this. What's really cool about it, there's a lot of red dot sights or battle sights like this on the market that have very short eye relief. So you end up having to put your eye very close to the optic. This product has conventional eye relief, so you can actually put the product into a position that's very comfortable to use, which is a big deal for target acquisition and speed and just utility.
What we're here today, we're showcasing one of our new personal defense rounds, and this is actually a home defense round. It uses our EFMJ technology, which is an expanding full metal jacket. And what an expanding full metal jacket does is it's not a hollow point, but it acts like one. So it'll expand every time, but it won't do is it won't over penetrate. So here what we're showing is the wall penetration, and it's made specifically for houses because some hollow points, when they hit sheetrock or other materials, they'll plug up and over penetrate, and that leads to increased danger for other people in the house. Here, these expand every time and they won't plug up. So here's what we're showing here, and we found that it's very effective, and we really wanted to get that out in front of the eyes of the public. We also have some shotgun ammo that we introduced last year that's in our personal defense too. Again, we did a lot of testing in wallboard penetration to make sure that it didn't over penetrate. We decided on a 4-buck shot size at a certain velocity, again, because it didn't over penetrate, but it was effective for home defense situations. So that's one of the key areas that we're really focusing on, is because we know that a lot of people rely on handguns and shotguns for home defense.
I'm Eddie Stevenson. I'm with Driftwood Media. I handle PR, media relations for Trijicon Incorporated, and we're pretty excited for 2011. We've introduced several new products here at the SHOT Show. We had a major shooting event yesterday. We had the media members out, and
We put them all through the ringer shooting the new optics. I have two products that I really want to focus on for the interview, and that would be the new Trijicon RMR with adjustable LED. Now the RMR has been around for quite a while now. It's really popular. It's super small, super compact, just a few ounces of weight, really rugged, but it's never been adjustable. We've either had an LED that was always on all the time that kind of self-adjusted to the light conditions, or a dual illuminated version with fiber optics and tritium. That way you don't have any batteries or on and off switches. Well, a lot of operators want to be able to adjust their dot intensity, and so what we've done for this year, for 2011, we've integrated new circuitry into the RMR that allows you to actually adjust the intensity in 8 different settings, from lowest to number 8, which would be an ultra bright setting. So now operators can custom tune it on the fly, and they don't have to worry about accidentally knocking it off or turning it on or off. And you can leave it on. That's the beauty. You can leave it on for 2 years and not even think about it. It's always on all the time. Works great for any application, honestly. Handgun works great, shotgun, rifle, anything from CQB to 100-meter engagement. You can see we have it on an AR platform right now. Both eyes open, fast, quick, immediate target acquisition, and you can leave both eyes open, so you have the speed there. Trijicon is just world known for their night sights, for the tritium inserts. They were the first to come out. They pretty much own the tritium market for handgun night sights. Well, we had a lot of interest from people that want a little more emphasis on the front sight. For close quarters, real fast target acquisition. Sometimes you don't have time to focus on the front sight and the rear sight. And for those of us that are starting to get aging eyes a little bit more, it's really hard to line up all 3 at once for the speed that you need. So what we've done for 2011, we still have all the standard night sights we've had before, but brand new is the new Trijicon HD night sights. And what we do is we place primary emphasis on the front sight itself. So you still have the traditional tritium inserts in the front and rear sights for night use, but we also have a larger front dot with different colors that are highly visible, and they have a photoluminescent paint surrounding the tritium dot. So a little bit of daylight charge, this thing glows for a while, and in broad open daylight it's still very visible, and then when really low light conditions kick in, that's when the tritium starts to work, and you have green tritium lamps, front and rear, quick target acquisition, and that's what's new for 2011.
Hi, I'm Tim Overhill with Barrett Firearms here at the 2011 SHOT Show. We have a few new things this year. In my hands right now, we've got our Rec 7 PDW. It's an 8-inch barrel version of our piston-operated rifle. It's a submachine gun size package. It offers rifle cartridge capability. It's going to be available either semi-automatic or select fire for government agencies or export. Was originally developed in response to a U.S. government requirement for a small compact rifle for air crews or armor crews, or people whose main job was not fighting or needed an infantry style rifle. So it's been very popular, accurate out to 500 meters. We fired it on a full-size steel IPSC silhouette targets. That's a 2-position gas plug. This position is for open or unsuppressed fire. By depressing the catch and rotating the plug, that's all you need to do to set it for suppressed fire. And we developed it in conjunction with Surefire to work with their micro suppressors. That's all there is to the entire gas system. You don't have to take it apart to access it for maintenance. It's just 2 pieces. Piston rod just drops right back in. And reinsert the gas plug. It's about as simple as it can get. It's available in 5.56 or 6.8 SPC. This is the new Barrett M107A1. This particular version has a 20-inch barrel. We also have it with the full 29.5-inch barrel, which is currently in use with the U.S. military. This gun design has been in service since about 2000. It's been upgraded. This one's a lightweight version. It uses an aluminum upper receiver and several titanium components to take about 5 to 6 pounds out of the entire system. More importantly, this one's designed to operate with a suppressor right out of the box. And also new for this year is the Barrett 50 caliber suppressor, which is designed to work with the M107A1. So we have a new round muzzle device, muzzle brake, just as efficient as the older Arrowhead type, but the rounded design interfaces with the suppressor. Okay. The new finish is desert tan type finish. It's coated. It's a hard coat finish. Increases life. A lot of the internal components are coated with nickel Teflon. Unlike the original design, which only had a chrome lined chamber, this barrel is fully chrome lined. The U.S. military is still issuing corrosive ammunition, and as a result of that, we're advocating use of a fully chrome lined barrel. We have a new monopod in the back here, some titanium pieces, a more easy to use monopod than we've had in the past. Some of our customers who've used this either in the desert heat or the Arctic cold have requested a polymer cheek piece so you don't either freeze or burn when you're putting your cheek on the rifle.
How you doing? I'm Mike Mello with the Special Operations Division for Blackhawk Products Group. What we're going to talk about today is our NOC stock system. The significance of this stock system itself, primarily for shotguns but also for rifles, is we're looking at an 85% reduction in the recoil from your standard stock systems, be it shotgun or rifle. The idea with this is that you have springs that are located within the stock that rather than there is a compression process within the spring, it's expansion. So it's elongating as it's being transferred from the energy from the round being sent down range to the stock itself. This particular model is also adjustable, has a very similar configuration to an M4 rifle as an example. So with a smaller officer to a larger officer, basically you can retain one stock. For law enforcement agencies, let's say that want a standard stock very similar to what is on a shotgun. We do also have for rifles and shotguns a normal looking stock that still has that reduction capability. It's just concealed and it's not adjustable within the stock system itself.
I'm Mike Barham with Galco Gun Leather. I'm the media liaison here. I'm going to run through our new products for 2011. We've got two new IWB holsters. The first is our V-Hawk, which is a molded steer hide holster. It's got two offset belt loops, as you can see, and these standard belt loops that come with it fit up to 1.5 inch belt. You can also retrofit it with either of our two tuckable devices, which allows you to literally tuck your shirt in over top of the gun, which allows you to carry a full-size pistol completely concealed with just a tucked-in shirt. You'll also see that it has a reinforced mouth band, which allows easy one-handed reholstering, and a raised sweat guard that protects you from the gun and protects the gun from you, from your perspiration. So it's a very helpful feature on a deep concealment holster. Our King Tuck is what we call a hybrid holster, in that we have a steer hide backing plate for comfort against your body, but we have a Kydex holster pocket, which is a very firm thermoplastic. And what this does is it makes the gun very fast to draw because the Kydex is very smooth, and it also makes it easy to reholster one-handed because the hard Kydex keeps the holster open after you draw. It also has a tuckable design, much like the V-Hawk, and you can retrofit it with the same C-clips that the V-Hawk uses for the tuckable feature. We also have a couple of different belt holsters. We have our new Striker, which is a Kydex belt holster with an adjustable belt attachment, 2 tension units, so you can set the tension unit to your desired level of tension for speed of draw versus gun retention. This isn't really a concealment holster. It's really more something that you would bring to a training facility like gun sight, or if you wanted to shoot in, say, an IDPA match or something like that. Our Tac Slide is a little bit of a sister product to the King Tuck. It has a steer hide backing plate and the same Kydex holster pocket that we use on the King Tuck. Combining these two features allows us to give you a really great belt holster at a very reasonable price of $39.95. The steer hide does a good job of conforming to your body, while the Kydex holster pocket again stays open for easy one-handed reholstering and a fast draw. We've got 2 new belts this year. We've got our SB14 dress belt, and we've got our TSA belt. The TSA belt is pretty interesting. It has no metal in it, and it'll allow you to pass through an airport metal detector without actually taking off your belt to pass through the detector. I tried to get them to call it the "Don't Touch My Junk" belt, but they wouldn't go for it. Imagine that. The last new product is our COP ankle safe. We've had a similar product in the line for several years. It was made of an elasticized nylon, but a lot of our customers wanted the neoprene that we used on our high-end ankle holsters, like the Ankle Glove and the Ankle Light, because it breathes a little bit better, it's a little bit more comfortable. And this will allow you to carry maybe a Surefire flashlight, a spare magazine, handcuffs, a badge holder, a passport, anything like that, down on your ankle, maybe to balance out the weight of an ankle holster. So those are our new products for 2011.
Hi, I'm Mike Mellon with the Special Operations Division for Blackhawk Products Group. What we're going to talk about today is one of our leading products in our Dynamic Entry Tool series. Specifically, we're looking at something like a response for Virginia Tech, where first responders are coming on scene and they're encountering things that they're not normally going to encounter on a daily basis, and trying to gain access into fortified conditions, be it ad hoc, let's say chains around a door, or something a little bit more superior in terms of a door, try to get in and maybe rescue hostages in this context. We do have a new line of collapsible tools, something that's more structured for being in the back trunk of a police car. Included in that, we're looking at pack systems where we can contain a series of tools within one quick pack that can be grabbed by an officer out of the trunk of a car, thrown over a shoulder for a very quick response, and retained on a leg at the same example, so it's not flopping on a leg, so you can respond very quickly. You can be holding a shoulder-fired weapon at the same time, but still have something in place you can bring right up to that front door or right up to that scene where you need to make that dynamic entry, and you have those tools available to do that.
Okay, I'm Michael Ott with Diamondback Tactical, in charge of the training unit. What I'd like to demonstrate today is the MUSH shield. It stands for Multi-Use Shield Technology. It's a standard 24 by 36 level 3A MUSH shield, and it's been utilized all over the United States in patrol level, first responders type of situation, to ultimately to the SWAT level. I believe the biggest secret to this shield, which is the simple handle system on top with a foam pad and a forearm strap system. This, gentlemen, is what gives you the mobility and flexibility on using this shield with their handgun system and with a rifle system. Also, what we did was we incorporated the light system that is housed completely in the handle system. So now you don't have to worry about or rely on weapon light system. You have everything right here on the thumb right here, okay? Whether it's on and off or strobe capability. So you've got everything now, okay? The very first step that traditionally that the police officer are used to is the wraparound position. Why are we so different and better? It's simply because we provided you with a cutout that gives you the bone support. So what does that mean? That means it doesn't really matter how short or how tall you are, my eyes are center mass with the viewport, therefore, extremely important, I can pick up my front sight immediately. And with multiple rounds, I can stay on target and be very effective. Now, traditionally, if you have a problem with the weapon system, we usually teach our people tap, rack, and reassess. Well, that's one-handed drill. So is that a guarantee 100% you're going to fix the problem? No. However, why not train and fix the weapon system with two hands like the way we've been taught, okay? So basically it's going to look like this. From wraparound position or bring it into a combat position. If I have a problem with a weapon, simply sling, magazine in, and I come right back up to the target. So wherever the weapon goes, my shield goes with me, providing me with protection. Best case scenario would be I stay down behind cover and take care of my business right here, right? So if you need to be in a kneeling position, not a problem. I can re-engage right here, wrap around, doesn't really matter. Okay? Best part to this whole deal, I believe, and we all believe, is now we can deploy rifle system with the shield. You can do all these wonderful techniques that you just saw me do with the handgun, and actually more. Same thing, right port, left port, it doesn't really matter, okay? From here, if I have a problem with the system, I can simply sling and do all my magazine exchanges, or, of course, best case scenario would be I would sling this rifle and go to my handgun. However, if you don't have that luxury, and I've got some good time here to take care of the business, I can fix all my weapon system here. Now, what if I have to be in this position for a while? You can't expect an operator to stay in this position for a very long time. So therefore, we can change this by simply getting out of the shield, grabbing the top handle, flip that shield. Now I can rest that rifle on the right shoulder. I can simply grab the top handle, peek around the corner, not a big deal. What if I get cramped with one knee? I can go to both knees. Okay, 5-10 minutes, I'm getting cramped again. Why not go to both? Down to a sitting position, or come right back up. Okay, what if I want to go to prone position? I can do that too. Simply grab the top handle, palm up, roll over, and I can go into a prone position. From here, getting back up, stay on target, back into the shield, left port, right port, and away you go.
I'm Dan McNeil, Director of Tactical Armor for Safariland in ProTech Tactical. Some of the new products we have for 2011 is our next generation Titan Assault Enhanced Tactical Vest. Some of the key features on this vest is kind of like an a la carte type coverage. What we offer is